Ji Bhaiya. So good evening to all students. So now we'll start with our today's session.
Yashan Bhaiya, can I do the starting? Yashan Bhaiya, am I audible?
Yes, we are ready. Welcome.
Okay.
Yes, very much audible. Please go ahead.
Namaste to all. This is the eSIP follow-up session, which happens on every Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. This is particularly for students who had attended the students workshop, as well as students who had undergone student induction program in their colleges. So in the induction program, as well as in the workshop, we attend 6 days to go through the content of UHV, but our exploration starts when we start attending the weekly meetings. So once the exploration starts, slowly we start living with the contents. So that's why these follow-up meetings are very much important. So I welcome all the participants. So today we have a resource person, Ashwin Bhaiya, to take the session, which will be the continuation of the last week's session. To you, Bhaiya, Ashwin Bhaiya. Ashwin Bhaiya, am I audible? I think we have lost Ashwin Bhaiya's connection. We'll just wait for Vinay ji. Am I audible, Vinay ji?
Priyati, your voice got very much feeble actually.
Okay.
I am only able to listen just after applying the headphone only. Ji.
Okay, I've just did it from my laptop, I think. Now am I audible, Bhaiya? Oh, I think, 1 second, Bhaiya, let me. So we can start the session. I think my lap has some, I need to increase my volume. Let me just see, but the resource person can. So, okay, there, in the message is coming, it's audible, Parikshit Bhaiya. I think from your side, there might be some network issue. So
Yes, now perfectly audible. Yeah, please.
Okay. So we can welcome the resource person. Actually, Yashan Bhaiya is supposed to take, but I think he lost his net connectivity. We'll wait for some time. But in the meanwhile, we can, one want to share anything, we can share it. Vinay ji.
Yes, Didi, boliye.
Yeah. Actually, Yashan Bhaiya just lost his.
Yeah.
So you can also just share.
Actually, I have joined from mobile. I will have to give me some minutes.
Yeah, no issue.
Laptop.
Yeah.
By that time, if the participants have any questions, we can.
We'll discuss. We have completed the 4th chapter, I think, in the last session. So if anyone have any questions, you can ask it or share your UHV journey. So we'll provide the mic. I think Supraja, ma'am, the mic is given to you. You can.
Yes, ma'am. Very good evening to everyone. Ma'am, this is Dr. Supraja. I'm from SRM Institute of Science and Technology, Katangulathur campus. And the last 2 weeks before, I've been taken in charge of university coordinator for the same university. And this is the first time we started a student induction program along with the UHV introductory session alone, just for 2 sessions we have given for the students. And in that session, we coordinate, it's around 6,500 student intake for first year, this particular academic year, only for the engineering branch. And we only the trained UHV1 faculty up to the knowledge of which I received through Google Form is 28. And we were running over all the classes one by one to just give an introduction. And in October end, we have planned for 15 hours to 20 hours program for each students, like in 3 days workshop kind of stuff for every classes. So the students' feedback was awesome. So the way they responded, the way they excited to know more about this universal human values within the 2 hours of workshop, we just introduced what is basic aspiration thing. So what is we are all aspiring for, even that made a lot of impact in the student. So very good to start this in our university. So thanks for UHV family.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. You can attend the university coordinators meeting we have every third
Tomorrow,
Thursday,
yes.
tomorrow. So in that, we'll be covering how to conduct the eSIP in a
Sure.
detailed way. So you can just listen to it. But nice, you had
Ma'am, I just have one query. Is that a whole UHV1 should be in the continuous manner, or it can be covered all throughout the semester, like two classes? In that way, can we cover it for 15 to 20 hours, or at the stage 2 days, 2 to 3 days complete workshop will work?
Usually in the student induction program, usually as per the AICTE, it is a 3-week program. So in that 3 week, it's not only the UHV, there are 9 modules, like for example, physical activity, like that. So many 9 activities are there. So in that, we plan around 15-hour session and we complete the UHV content. But as you mentioned, you could only take 2, or you can also take it, as you were telling, in 1 semester. Some of the colleges, they do take for 1 semester and complete the whole content. That is also
yes, madam.
So that also can be done. That also can, if it is not possible to complete in eSIP, you can do it
throughout the semester,
the whole. But it's better that continuously, if you take every day, it will be remaining in the.
Yeah, I got it. The problem with my university is the student is the huge number of students. Just I'm talking only about engineering and technology. I didn't implement this in management, law, arts and science, nursing, medical. Only for ENT I've started. So that the faculty resource is very less. I could only find handful of faculty, and I was very I didn't compel any faculty to come in. I just asked him for the volunteering who has completed from UHV1. So I got only a handful of faculty of 28. So that is the problem.
Because to teach UHV, this also it requires a lot of practice. We need to attend weekly meetings. The teachers needs to explore. Then only we can teach the subject. So it's okay. Once they get ready, then you can start. You can take to the students.
Great, madam.
That would be better.
Sure, madam. I understand purpose. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So let me see whether Vinay Bhaiya.
Yes. Just a minute. I'm joining. It takes little time when you start.
Okay. No issue, Bhaiya.
I think one hand is raised.
Yeah. I'll just see. Anybody has any sharing for Didi's there? Anybody wants to share their? Fahad ma'am, in your university, what is the thing?
Yes, madam.
In your university, how you are planning the eSIP?
Ma'am, student induction program has happened last week. Like we do have for 10 days. And for the universal human values, in total, we had engineering and technology, 85 classrooms of students of 70 strength approximate. So we could only get 2 to 4 sessions of UHV per class. But we couldn't able to cover the whole UHV. Only we gave very basic introduction part of what is aspiration, very basics. So we are planning the entire semester with the handful of faculty. How I'm just coming up with the proper structure, how to cover it in whole next 1 year to all the classes, all the students with this UHV one.
Yeah, in the meanwhile, you can train many faculties so that you can so otherwise it will be
a problem with the faculties. Now they have enrolled for the upcoming program. Yeah, that I have given instructions and I gave them my own realization stuffs on how really it worked for me. And previously there are a lot of people who have undergone the training, but few are telling that they didn't receive the certificate. That is one kind of problem. Only certified faculty has to take. And second thing is volunteering and willingness towards this course. It's not just going just with the PPT. So I was very particular about it. The purpose has to be. So the process is taking a little delay, or there is a little training is needed to the faculty end as well, a kind of refresher program. So planning for that as well.
Nice. How was your experience in the UHV2 workshop?
Ma'am, it's a tremendous change in my life, to be very frank. A lot of confusions within me. I was working for past 3-4 years with many motivational quotes and reading many thing Ravi Shankar Baba, a lot of things. But it is like a lot of confusions over there. And this UHV helped me to remove each and every knots which I had. And very self-focused, like I was very much into talking to myself, thinking my thoughts, feelings, that was there. But the concept of this coexistence has changed me a lot. It's just not me changing within, it's also exploring with other people. So that part I was really not good at. Like, in fact, I'm not hurting them, I will usually go away from them. That is how I was being focused, but that perceptions has been tremendously changed. Now I'm not complaining on anybody. Now I can competency level, they are about to come and they are about to understand, right?
Hello, Bhaiya. Hello.
yes, bhai, aa rahi hai aap.
हाँ भाई, हाँ, I have joined. So actually power ये हो गया. भैया आप कंटिन्यू करेंगे या मैं मतलब ये करूँ?
नहीं, आपका वेट कर रहे हैं हम लोग.
अच्छा, हाँ, अच्छा, just a minute.
You can start, Ashwin Bhaiya.
जी.
You can share this.
जी.
I forgot to thank Fahad Didi. Thank you, Fahad Didi, for your nice like sharing of your UHV workshop.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Didi, PPT is visible?
It is visible, but it's not in the
yes.
full screen mode. Now it's in the full screen mode.
Yes. So all the students, welcome for the session. Extremely sorry that because of power failure, I had got disconnected. So let us start with the session. So last time we are trying to explore these aspirations and concerns at the individual level. And last time Bhaiya had given you some homework. So we'll just go through this and then we'll try to have some doubts, okay, doubt session. If there is any doubt, we can go through that. So let us first of all go through the last time's assignment. So I hope all of you have done the assignments, students. Yes. Those who have done the assignment, they can put a message in the chat box. So any student who has tried to do the assignment? Hello. Students, are you able to hear me? Did I am audible?
You're audible, Bhaiya. You're audible.
Yes. Okay. So students, yes. So Nikita is saying yes. Very nice. So Nikita, you have done the assignment. I hope yes. Even Tyagarajan Prasad also saying hi, sir. Yes. So let us discuss this assignment. Okay. These assignments are for the purpose of self-exploration. They will help us to explore the content in more depth. We can see within ourselves. Okay. So let's try to see these questions one by one and how could I have answered them. So let's start with the first one. That from your exploration of the human being as the coexistence of the self and the body, could you see that you have two types of needs? So there are two types of needs for a human being. All of us, you can say, we have seen this. If you, last time, if you remember, the Bhaiya had presented one proposal, and all of you must have tried to verify that within yourself, that human being is a coexistence of the self and the body. I am having a body, and also there is a self. So I am a coexistence of the self and the body, and each one of us is a coexistence of the self and the body. In fact, there are two realities when we consider a human being. One is the body. We are very much aware of the body because we can sense it. We see our relatives. So body we know. But there is one more reality. In fact, many times we use this word, I'm happy, I'm excited, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. So whom we are referring by this I? In fact, last time we explored that it is the self. So human being is a coexistence of the self and the body. And then we also try to explore what are their needs. Some needs we had explored last time. And in the assignment, the students were, you can say, we're going to make a chart. And in that chart, we'll write down all our needs. And then we'll divide the needs into two parts, a continuous need and a temporary need. So there are now two types of needs. One is a continuous need, and second is a temporary. Temporary, what it means? It is not required continuous. It is not required every moment. Okay. So I hope all of us have made this chart. So can you give me one example of the temporary need? Any student, you can put in the chat box or you can raise your hand and you can answer this question. So any student who has written these needs, food, yes, very nice. Usha says food. So food is required temporarily. How we can say we require it temporarily? Because once in the morning we take the breakfast, then maybe for 2-3 hours we don't take the food. In fact, if you see your college timetable, there is a break after 3-4 hours, because each one of us know that we don't eat continuously. We take the breakfast, maybe then we go to the college, we have got some 3-4 lectures, practicals, and then we have a lunch break. During that lunch break, we take the lunch, and then again, there are continuous practicals and lectures. So it shows that we don't need it continuously. Yes, Ramya says water, very nice. So these are some. Next, any other example of temporary need? What do you think? One is food. So water, food, water. Any other need which we need temporarily? Yes. Any other example which you can think? What about the clothes? Clothes also we need temporarily. They are seasonal, right? AC, yes. Ramya says AC, very nice. Yes. Usha says air. Yes. Next, clothes. Rajeshwari says clothes. Yes. Transport. Yes. And what is common between all these? Are you able to see something common between all these temporary needs? What is common between them? We'll find that all of them are materials. Are you able to see this? That all the needs which are temporary, all of them are materials. Food, water, clothes, you can say yes. So even Jagdish Bhaiya had said all are materials, right? Yes. And Usha says all these are needs of the body. Very nice, Usha. So you are able to see that not only they are materials, but there is one more point, that is all these are the needs of the body. Swamista says basic needs. Yes. So this is one type of need. What about the other continuous need? Can you give me an example of continuous needs which you need continuously? Now, when we say continuous, means every moment. Even a break of moment, single second is not acceptable to us. So can you give me any such example? Yes. Now, Subhamista says breath, you can just explore whether we need it continuously or temporarily. Yes. Now, some examples are respect, happiness. Yes. So these are some continuous needs. So these are some of the needs which are continuous. Respect. Respect is something which we need continuously. Even a break of, you can say even break of short duration is not acceptable to us. In fact, when we go to the college, we meet, in fact, at our home, we want that everybody should treat us with respect. Our parents, brothers, sisters, even you can say grandmother, grandfather, if any one of them shouts at us, do we like it? No. Even when we go to the college, during even you can say when we are going, even the auto wala or any other person whom with then at the college, our friend should treat us with respect. So respect is something which we need continuously, right? So similarly, what about the trust? Do you want to be respected continuously? Yes, you can put in the chat box. Yes, Jagdish Bhaiya has already said trust. Yes. So Usha says, yes, I want respect continuously. I want trust continuously. What about the affection? Should mommy should have affection for you continuously, or if she is not, you can say, showing you affection, is it acceptable to you for some time? In fact, suppose mommy is very busy and you are asking for something, and then she may get angry with you. What do you feel at that time? It is not acceptable to us. So affection, yes. Sri Guru says relationship, love, yes. We want to be loved continuously. Very nice. So all of us are able to see that these, you can say, respect, then these feelings, respect, then trust, affection, love, we need them continuously, right? Continuously means every moment. Even when you are sleeping, suppose you are sleeping and you are, you can say, in the morning, suppose somebody just, you can say, pulls your chadar, okay, or pulls your bed sheet, and then tries to, yes, and says, now get up, you are sleeping, so you can say for so much time. Is it acceptable to you? No. So here now Rajeshwari says gratitude. Yes, very nice. So these are the needs of which are continuous. And now these are the needs of the self or the body. What do you think? Yes, can you respond in the chat box? Sorry, yes, Usha says self. Yes. So continuous need like respect, these are the needs of the self. So two things we have learned here, that we need as a human being. There are different needs for us. We can divide them into two types. One is a temporary need, and temporary needs of them are materials and they are need of the body. Then second is those needs which we need continuously. For example, this, you can say, happiness, respect, trust, and these are the needs of the self, right? So this was question number 1. So make a list of all your needs, mark those which are required continuously and those which are needed from time to time. You must have made some list. You can now add some more things to that and then check. At each, you can just first think what I need. Make a full list of this, maybe 10, 15, 20, 25. Write them in one column and then start dividing them, which you want continuously, which you want temporarily. And then you can just observe these two lists, that there are materials, and you can say second is feelings. Materials are required for the body. And now, have you thought why you require these materials for the body? These materials are required for the body to nurture our body, to protect our body, and to rightly utilize this body. This also you can try to explore. Food we require, food, water we require to nurture the body. Clothes, shelter we require to protect the body. Then mobile, laptop, then even the furniture, table, pen. These are required for the right utilization of your body. Okay, so that was the question number 1. You can try to further you can say write this. If you are written some list of, you can say these needs, if it contains 10, you can write down 10 more needs or like that. Expand that list and go through that. Okay, so that will certainly help you. Next. Now number 2. Let us go for the next question. If you feel happy when someone pays attention to you, to how you look, your clothes, your way of speaking, etc. So many times what happens that we dress quite well so that other will pay attention to us and they will appreciate it. And their appreciation gives us happiness. We may be fluent in English, or maybe can say we have got certain type of speaking. And once somebody says, yes, you are speaking so nicely, then that appreciation, those you can say good words about us, that gives us happiness. We feel happy, right? So this is in general, you can say is our observation. But now we will try to explore this further. And that question is here. Find out if you can get the continuous happiness from the attention from the others. What do you think? Is it possible to get continuity of the happiness from someone? Or sometimes it will be there and sometimes it may not be there. What do you think? Yes? No. So Subham is able to see that we cannot get the continuous happiness from having the attention from others. For example, now suppose that the clothes, we wear a very nice type of clothes and go to the college. Then maybe our friends will appreciate it. They will say, oh, so nice clothes, you are looking so smart. Then second day also you can go with the same, you can say another, maybe it's another set of the clothes. They may appreciate, but not at the same level. Then the third day and fourth day, do you think they will keep on appreciating you? Or what may happen is that you are having, you can say you went to some shop, then spent 1 hour there and you made a choice for very nice clothes. The parents, they paid for such a, you can say, a costly clothes, and then you are wearing them. Maybe you can say you meet one of your friends, he says, oh, so nice, you are looking like some cinema hero also. Then you can say you are feeling very nice, you are feeling very proud, and you feel that whatever money I have spent, it is really worth that. But then you go to your class and some other friend says, no, this is a check shirt and this particular color doesn't suit you. It's not really, instead of this, you could have chosen some other design and like that. Now what happens to you? That immediately whatever you can say, happiness you are having, where it goes. And you may start thinking how I made, you can say some mistake. I spent so much time, I spent so much money, but now my friend is saying these clothes are not proper for me. I should have chosen something else. So what it shows that we cannot get the continuous happiness from the attention from the others. My way of speaking, I may be fluent in some language, but do you think that every time I am going to get the appreciation from the others? Sometimes I may be speaking fluently, but maybe they are not paying attention to me. They are busy with something. I'm expecting that they will say that you are speaking good, and it never comes. Then what happens? And that becomes a reason for my unhappiness. So are you able to see that if I expect the happiness by having, you can say, the good comment from others, good appreciation from others, that cannot be a source of continuous happiness for me. Are you able to see this? Yes. And if there is any question here, you can raise your hand. Certainly you would like to discuss it. Yes. Are you able to see that we cannot get the continuous happiness by seeking the attention of the others? And in fact, we are dependent on others. It is a sort of what we say, paratantra. Here for our happiness, we are depending on others. And maybe sometimes then that builds some pressure on us, that we then ask our parents, I want this type of clothes. This is the type of mobile I want. This is what I want. So that is creating a pressure for me when I try to get the happiness by seeking the attention from others. Are you able to see this? If there is any question, you can definitely ask me. So I hope you have explored this one and tried to see that this cannot be a source of continuous happiness for me, right? Then the third question was, and this was quite an interesting experiment. And knowingly, unknowingly, so many times we do it. What happens? That is, let us first of all see the question. Do an experiment to find out if you can get the continuous happiness from eating food. Take a large quantity of your favorite sweet, start eating the sweets one by one, and keep observing how you feel. What is your conclusion from this experiment? And now there is a note that you could take any sensation that you consider as a source of happiness for you instead of the tasty food for this experiment. So what happens that I like certain type of food. For example, I like the rasgulla very much. And then one day my mother says that tomorrow I'm going to make rasgulla for you. Now even that words from the mother makes me quite comfortable. And next day when the mother prepares this rasgulla, in the beginning only I tell the mother that, Mummy, you have to make so many. I like the rasgulla, so prepare sufficient quantity. I want to eat as much as possible. So now mother also prepares very tasty rasgulla. What happens? And when she is preparing, I'm just waiting for her to just say that it is ready. I'm hungry. And the moment mother is ready with the rasgulla, I take the first one. It is so tasty because I'm hungry. And also that taste gives me a lot of, you can say, happiness. Then I take the second. Then I take the third. And then take fourth. Now what happens? Can you tell me? Does the fourth rasgulla gives you the same happiness as the first one? Yes, you can put in the chat box. Yes. Happiness decreases with the intake. That is what Subhamista says. Very nice observation. So what happens now? At certain time, we feel, in fact, it is unnecessary. Once our stomach is full, we feel it is unnecessary. But still, maybe it is tasty. So keep on you can say, eating it. It is not same as the first one. Very nice observations, Sushmita. And what happens now, we keep on taking it. At certain time, we feel that now it is sufficient for me. But suddenly from there, grandmother comes and she says, yes, rasgulla. And he likes it very much. And then she brings one more plate for me. And you can say, she takes one rasgulla from the plate and tries to feed me. And what happens? In fact, I start saying no rasgulla now. but she very lovingly simply puts that rasgulla in my mouth. Not only that, she waits, I somehow eat that one. She puts one more rasgulla. Now what happens to me? In fact, I start getting irritated. I start getting angry. My grandmother is lovingly feeding me those rasgulla, which I like very much. But instead of getting that happiness from the rasgulla, I'm having the irritation. I'm a feeling of opposition for my grandmother. Why she's feeding me these rasgullas? I don't want them right now. Has it happened with you? It has happened with me so many times. That's something which I like very much. I keep on eating it, but after some time, I really don't want it. So what it shows, in fact, the rasgulla from which I was trying to get happiness few minutes or few moments earlier is becoming a cause of unhappiness for me. Are you able to see this? That what it means, that by eating, because generally what is our, you can say, criteria for a food, criteria for the food is that it should be tasty, and we try to, because we try to derive the happiness from it. But if we see this experiment and we try to explore what it shows of continuous happiness for me. Are you able to see this? Right? In fact, every time now you can repeat this one and you can closely observe that as you are eating, you can say one by one these rasgullas or gulab jamun. Yes, Ramya says, Maggie is the best example at the homes. There used to be days when the children long for it, but after certain time it evades. Very nice observation, Ramya. In fact, for any type of food which we like very much, but slowly as we keep on eating, the happiness from that one diminishes, and at certain time we really don't want it. If somebody is going to force feed us, we get irritated, right? And here, that note is there. Could you take any sensation that you consider a source of happiness for you instead of the tasty food for this experiment? So food is one. In fact, we can take some other example also. For example, one more sensation is that hearing. Maybe we like some sound, right? Certain song is there, a very famous song. And whenever we hear it, we can say get the happiness, right? But now just sometimes you can even do this. Suppose your brother tells you that, or you can say you want to hear some song. What you do? You can say try to play that on your mobile, or maybe you can say on your TV. Now, first time when you hear it, you feel, you can say comfortable. Yes, song is there, and now you are also enjoying that one. But suppose now your brother wants to give, you can say, he wants to do some, you can say, mazak with you. What will do? He will suppose the same song, he will repeat second time. What happens? Now you are still enjoying it, but not that much. Then maybe third time, fourth time. Then what happens? Now the same song becomes a source of irritation for you. Same thing what had happened with that rasgulla. That first rasgulla gave me the happiness, but 4, 5, 7, 8, not so much. In fact, it was becoming a reason for unhappiness. Same thing. In fact, all these sensations, if you see that this is in fact a common thing for them, that any sensation that you consider as a source of happiness cannot be a source of continuous happiness. Or in fact, even suppose not even one song that you like to hear the songs, for how much time you can hear the songs continuously, maybe first song, then from some other movie second, or you can say like that, first, second, third, at certain time you will get irritated. In fact, now I'll just read one comment from Subha Mista. Summer vacation in start, we want holidays, but when it is extended, we want the school and college to be open soon. Seeing movies for the first time, but decreases with the increase in number of times we see it. Yes, when we see the movie for the first time, we very much like it. And then because nowadays on YouTube, etc., this is available. In our days, we had to go to the film talkies actually. So very rarely it happened that we could see the movie twice or thrice was out of question only, but if the movie is very nice, then maybe we can watch the same movie second, third, and Bahubali. I hope all of you must have watched it so many times. But first time was a very nice one. Second, third, fourth didn't give much happiness. And sometimes if somebody asks you, let us watch the Bahubali or any such movie which you like, you may say, no, I've seen it so many times, I really don't want it, right? So again here, that this continuous happiness from the sensations is not possible. So this was the assignment. This assignment you must have done, and these assignments they help us to explore, because we here you can say a lot of content, we try to explore that within ourselves, and the purpose of these assignments is to help us further, you can say, in exploring, in the deeper exploration. So I hope now you can, those who have done it very nicely, you can say they can even repeat it. And those who have not done, definitely they can go through this whole assignment once again and write down, make a notebook and write down your observations. And when you write down these observations and when you go through them again and again, so many things will become clear to you. So up to here, we have discussed, you can say, the contents of this previous session, some part and assignments. If there is any question, any doubt, you can please raise your hand so that we can give you the mic. Yes, any doubt about this? Avinash, Ashwartha, Durga is there, Farat is there, Ramanathan, Rajeshwari, Ramya. If there is any question now, yes.
Yashwant, there is a request from Priya Didi to conclude the session.
Yes. Now, yes. Yes. I will conclude the session and then we start with the next one. Yes, just. So students, we'll start with the session. Next session, that is the peer pressure. We want to explore the concerns. What are our concerns? In fact, we have already made a list during very first and second sessions. We try to make a list of our aspirations and concerns. We want to realize our aspirations and we want to take care of our concerns. So today now we'll see these concerns and how they can be resolved. We want to resolve these concerns, right? Because they put a lot of pressure on us. So now let us see how we can go about this. So today, now we are going to explore the topic, the peer pressure. So let us first of all try to see what is the peer pressure, what is the concern here, and how it can be resolved. So now, in fact, this is just, you can say, the review of the home assignment that just now which we have discussed, that continuous happiness from the feeling from the others. Is it possible or not? Now, if we go ahead, we seem to have a deep desire to belong. We want to be accepted and respected by our peers. Now here we are using the word peers. What do you mean by peers? Can anybody put in the chat box? What do you mean by peers here? What is the meaning of the word peers? Peers means, for example, now if you are in a class, then your classmates, you can say your friends, or if you are staying in a society, yes, classmates, Rajeshwari says classmates, or you can say the colleagues, very nice colleagues, or suppose you are, you can say, staying in a building, then your friends, okay, we can call them as peers, okay. with whom we identify. Okay, they may be of our same age, same class, our neighbors, like that. And we have a deep desire to belong, and we want to be accepted and respected by our peers, right? Whether we are, you can see in our society, you can say with our friend, if we are when we are playing some game or we are discussing something, that we want that they should accept us, whatever we are saying. Okay, if somebody is going to oppose that, we don't feel comfortable, right? So we want to be accepted. Yes, Kuruva says peers means someone at your own level. Very nice, very nice. Okay. So now we want to be accepted and respected by our peers. And in this session, we want to explore how we go about this. So let us try to explore this. Now, what is the concern? Let us try to first of all explore these concerns. Let us try to look at the concern. We want to be accepted by the others. We think that we'll be accepted when we are like them or better than them in how we look, how we dress, how we talk, what we eat, what we drink, etc. So in fact, when you can say this is a general experience that from the school, we go to a college, and at the college, we meet so many new friends. And some of them may be from different cities and like that. And maybe some students may be from the urban area, some may be from the metro city and like that. And what we want is that we should be accepted when we're in a class. For example, it may happen that there may be a group of 4 or 5 students and they are quite good friends. They are laughing together. They are sharing the jokes and many activities they are doing together. Then what we feel that they should accept in that group. In fact, there may be so many groups, and what we expect that every group should be friendly with us. And when we try to share something, they should give some attention. So that feeling is the basic that we want to be accepted by the others. But then how they will accept us? And we make some assumptions. What are these assumptions? That we feel that we will be accepted when we are like them or better than them. And we are like them, what it means, how we look, how we dress. They may be wearing a particular type of dress. And if suppose now I'm going from a rural background, and if now the students are from, you can say, urban background, and they are wearing certain types of clothes, suppose all of them are wearing the jeans, then I feel that no, I'm wearing a normal plant. If I also start wearing the jeans, then maybe they will accept me. Right now, they may be thinking that he's having, all of us are having these jeans and he's having a different type of pant. They may not accept me. Then how we talk? In fact, many times what happens that students, when they come to the first year, they have got one way of talking, but as you can say, as some months pass, you can say go in the first semester, second semester, their way of talking changes. Many times they start using certain abusive words. Their way of, you can say, speaking, the sentences also keeps on changing. Why? Because that student feels that whatever way I used to talk till I was in the school will not work here. This college is something different. Here the students are speaking in a different way. And for me to have the acceptance from others, that they should accept me, I also should talk like this. Then maybe they will feel that I'm one of them and they will accept me. What we eat, similarly, my food habits may be something different. But now the way, for example, when we go to the canteen, I will closely observe that what kind of orders they are giving. In fact, when I go to first time and when they start asking what do you want to order, I first wait. What are others are ordering? Whether they are ordering different type of food. And when I see that all of them are ordering a particular food, and then I say, yes, I also want the same thing. That if I am going to give something different order, then maybe they will not accept me. What we drink, similarly, if they are speaking certain type of cold drink, I also want to speak the same type of cold drink, right? So we want you can say we feel that we'll be accepted, or if we are like them or better than. Now what happens? So this is in fact, so there is a pressure to be like them or better in appearance, in clothes, language, expression, for example, English, etc. And this is what we call, this is a part of the peer pressure. Are you able to see this? In fact, you must also observe that when you go to the college, the basic underlying feeling here is that I want to be accepted by others. For this, I make an assumption that then I should be like them or better than them. Many times, in fact, what we see, the way student is speaking, that changes. Their hairstyle also changes. He will see that in a group, they have got certain hairstyle. He wants to be friendly with them. They will make certain hairstyle. Even nowadays, we see the types of the jeans, the torn jeans. And many students feel that if they wear the torn jeans, maybe not only others will accept it, but they will, you can say, have the feeling of belongingness. This is what is called as a peer pressure. And now we are knowingly or unknowingly under this peer pressure, we are trying to change our habits. We are trying to change how we live. We are trying to change how we dress, how we talk, how we eat, even our food habits. They are also changing, and this is what we call as the peer pressure. But if you see, you are not alone here. Even the other is also in the same state, asking for being accepted by you. If you observe closely, there are so many students in the class, and everybody is feeling the same way. That other is also feeling that he should change. He should change the way he speaks, the way he dresses, so that he will become acceptable to us. So what happens? Even the other is also in the same state, asking for being accepted by you. Are you able to relate to this? Has it happened with you? You can put in the chat box. And if you have got any sharing about this, you are welcome. You can, if there is any question, you can ask me. Okay. Yes, Usha says yes. We are able to relate it to this. Other students, you can put your responses in the chat box. Are you able to see this? Has it happened with you? That you are trying to have some changes in you because you felt that with these changes, others will accept you. In fact, it happens, a simple habit like that. Maybe previously, we used to go to the college in time. That maybe the college timing is 10 o'clock. We will reach there by 9:45 so that we are not late for the class. But then we make some friends, and these friends are having a habit of going late for the lectures. And then we also start going late for the lectures. We may not even like it. But under this compulsion of the peer pressure, because we want to be friends with them, now we lecture. Has it happened with you? Yes. Now, how we go about it? Now this peer pressure is building in us. And now, how we go about it? There are two ways we try to do it. One is copy. What we can say is knuckle, that we give into the peer pressure. We copy their do's and don'ts. We copy their appearance, language, lifestyle, etc. Appearance means their clothes. Even we can say the type of the shoes they are wearing, type of the haircut they are having, the language, the different words. Sometimes these words can be even abusive, and we take care because many times we know that these words are okay with our friends in the college, but if we use some such words at the home, there will be severe, you can say dart padegi, mummy say or papa say. So we are very careful, you don't use this word at home, but with the friends we try to use this. Have you observed this? More closely you observe this, more you will be able to see this, what exactly is happening with me. And many times I'm actually not comfortable, but still I keep on doing it because it is a part of the peer pressure. Then in the lifestyle, we learn what is happening here unknowingly. One more very important thing is happening here, that knowingly or unknowingly, we let others decide for us though we may or may not be comfortable with their choice. We go to the canteen and we order maybe certain type of cold drink, and I really don't like it, but I order that one. So though we may or may not be comfortable with their choice, under this peer pressure, I keep on accepting. I let others decide for us. We keep on accepting the wrong notions based on this preconditioning because we don't have the practice, self-confidence of verifying these or notions our own right. And we keep on accepting these notions based on these preconditionings, because what is the issue here? Because we don't have the practice or self-confidence of verifying the things our own right. This is one thing may happen. And second is arbitrariness, manmani. We rebel. Sometimes we are not able to decide what to do, and then we simply start behaving in an arbitrary way, that we do our own things, we do whatever we like, we reject other. Many times, certain different, even at homes, this keeps on happening, that if we tell mother something, and now suppose now we decide that at our home, some program is being made, and now they decide that we are going to visit certain place, and I don't like it, then I say, no, we'll go somewhere else. And they say, no, we'll go here only. That has been. Then I arbitrate. Then I say, I'm not going to come for the trip then. Either you go to the place which I am suggesting, or I am not going to come for that trip at all. So this is what we call as arbitrariness. We rebel. We do our own things, do whatever we like. We are rejecting the others. So these are the two things which we try to do under this peer pressure. And now, but are only these two things, or do you think that there is something extra here, or there is any other way? Not extra, but we can say, is there any other way for the peer pressure that to resolve this? Yes, the resolution. And now what is there is a third option, and that third option is the right understanding, sahi samajh. Now what we do here, we'll verify the things on your own right on the basis of your natural acceptance. We'll try to do the things on the basis of the right understanding, on the basis of the natural acceptance, on the basis of validating by living accordingly. I will try to verify the things on my own right, on the basis of our natural acceptance, and on the basis of validating by living accordingly, that is by experimental validation. If our sense of belongingness is on the basis of understanding the human being, then it is permanent and with all. We feel comfortable with all. Here we are deciding for us. Now verify on our own right. So let us have an example. That the English, many times we are having this assumption that if I speak in English, everybody will respect me, everybody will accept me. If I am fluent in particular language, and then I will take extra effort, that is okay. But if I'm not speaking, you can say good in English language, then I feel that others will not accept. In fact, now I'm feeling, you can say that I'm lagging in something. But if you see what is the purpose of the language, language is only means of communication. What is communicated is more important than the language expression. Are you able to see this? That language, what is the purpose of the language? Is to communicate something. I want to communicate something. If I'm going to use some other language, but if I'm able to communicate what I want, if the other one is able to understand that, can we say the purpose is served? And do you think that speaking in a particular language ensures your respect continuously with all? That maybe a student from your class is fluent in one language. Now, does it mean that he will be respected continuously? What do you think? Is it possible that that a particular student is speaking, you can say fluent in some language, then he will be getting respected every time. There may be some other reason. For example, maybe he's not good in the academics. You are good in the academics, right? So what happens? So what we are saying is that speaking in a particular language ensures your respect continuously with all. Are you able to see that it is not possible? Similarly, if you see the clothes, what is the purpose of the clothes? The clothes are for the protection of the body. And can you get the respect by wearing a certain types of the clothes continuously from all? Rather, wearing the extra clothes will lead to the jealousy. Suppose there is a family function and you are wearing very exclusive clothes and you go for that function, what do you think? That all will start respecting you, or in fact, some of them will feel jealous of you. What do you think? What is, yes, you can put in the chat box. That do you think that when you are wearing costly clothes, some exclusive clothes, that all others are respecting you? In fact, there is some of them may be feeling jealous of you. What do you think? Yes, you can put in the chat box. Are you able to relate to this? Are you able to see that this has sometime happened with me and I was having these assumptions? So can you get the respect by wearing a certain type of clothes continuously from all? Or rather, don't get bothered by them. Usha says, rather wearing exclusive clothes may lead to the jealousy. In fact, if you see that many times we wear the clothes and we feel that we'll get respected by others, others will appreciate you. But if you see it very carefully, very closely, you will find that those who are appreciating the clothes already, you are having a very nice relationship with them. Those who are feeling related to you, they are having a relationship with you already, they will wholeheartedly appreciate you, their clothes. But if you are not having a, we can say, proper relationship with somebody, he may not even look at you, right? So now we can say it is almost 8:34. So yes, I will just go through this. When we dress either good or shabby according to them. Now see here, what we are saying is that we will have a proper dress, right? The clothes are to protect our body. We'll have a proper dress, but at the same time, we will see the limitation of this, that these clothes, the respect, if somebody is going to respect you, even if somebody says that your clothes are very nice, I will say, yes, they are nice. But I'm also, we can say at that time, I will try to understand that if I'm going to seek the happiness from his comments, I'm becoming dependent, because next time for some other dress, same person may not appreciate it and he makes certain comment, and that comment may make me unhappy. But if I have got this right understanding, these clothes are for the protection of my body, they are serving that purpose very nicely, then I will, we can say, not feel happy. Or when somebody makes certain comments, then I will see that this dress is for the purpose of protection of body, that is serving the purpose. I'm okay with this. If somebody is not, you can say, feeling good for that, no issue. I'm comfortable. I will be uncomfortable. I will not, you can say, react to their comments. You can say, this is what we are saying. So when we dress either good or shabbily according to them. Okay. So this is what now see here. So this, in fact, topic will continue during the next session, because some more discussions are balanced here. But it is 8:36. So I think we will stop here. Bhaiya, can we stop here for today?
Yeah, Ashwin Bhaiya, we can stop. It's almost time.
Yes, almost time. So thank you. So if it permits, then students, it was very nice, and you can say exploration. Many students put the questions in the chat box, but there was no question. Any student didn't raise the hand and ask any question. But definitely, I hope next time we'll have some, we can say, communication with
Bhaiya. Many had put in the chat box,
each other.
and they were
we can say better understanding of.
They were answering to your questions in the chat box. So it is also one way of interacting, but we would appreciate if they speak, but no issue. But it was an interactive session. We could see many of them exploring, the students are exploring. So, so we will conclude the session. So thank you, each one of you, for attending this session, and do join every week at the same time. Thank you to all the panelists and the co-explorers. Thank you all.
Thank you, Didi. Thank you, guys. Thanks to all the panelists.
Namaste.
Namaste.